Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Moses J. Sildana and I'm a local from Goa. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you a 3 days itinerary plan or a tour plan for South Goa. So we're going to be doing a mix of beaches, nature, culture, everything in this. Okay, we're going to check out some waterfalls, viewpoints, and some very beautiful places. Now guys, to know the difference between South Goa and North Goa, if you've not been before, is that South Goa is more peaceful, it is more nature, whereas in North Goa it's more about parties, a lot of activities like water sports and things like that. Of course, we have some of these activities in South Goa as well. I will be giving you a complete list of a lot of restaurants, cafes, and bars to check out, basically pubs also to check out in South Goa. At the end of this video. Now guys, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I do videos here in Goa almost every single day showing you some of the best places to visit in Goa. Now the thing about South Goa guys is we have to split South Goa into two parts. Okay, I will show you here on the map. Now in the main area of South Goa, which is close to the Margao city, which is the South Goa's capital area, is you have the beaches from Velsau to Betul, which has a long stretch of beaches. Now you have all the major beaches like Kolva Beach, Benaulim Beach, and all these beaches in this area. So now if you're going to be staying in South Goa, you can stay in this area. Option 1 is to stay in this area. Now the second part of South Goa is like Agonda, Palolem, Cabo de Rama. Now in this area is quite far from the main Margao city area. So it's around 30 kilometers. So it takes you about 45 minutes to 1 hour to reach Palolem from Margao city. So you have to know you can either stay in the part 1 area, which is in Kolva, Benaulim, or any of these places, or you can stay in Palolem, Agonda, and those areas. Now accordingly, if you're going to stay in these areas, you can visit all these places. You might want to switch the days accordingly and see which one is more comfortable for you. Now guys, the first thing we want to know is the places to go to. So we are going to start off with day 1 now. So now in day 1, we want to go in early morning and we are going to go in for breakfast. Now for breakfast, don't have it at your hotel or anything. Let's try a little bit of the real Goan culture. So we are going to go to a place called Dom Pedro. Now Dom Pedro is a very old establishment in Margao city. Now why we are going here is because you want to try in some authentic Goan snacks. So the first day we want to do a lot of authenticity. We want to know the culture of Goa and experience the culture, because most people that come into Goa, they only go to the beaches and they miss out and have no experience or have no idea of how Goa is, the local people, and the true culture of Goa. So I would really recommend to understand the culture of Goa and experience it. So the first day is a little bit of culture, and of course we're going to do a lot about beaches and stuff like that. Now first place is Dom Pedro. This has a beautiful place. It has a lot of snacks and a lot of Goan authentic snacks. I've done a video on it. If you want to see the full thing, you can check it out. After going to Dom Pedro, trying in their different snacks like rissoles, patis, and a lot of Goan snacks, they will explain accordingly to you when you go there. Then I would recommend you to go to the Gandhi market. Now this is the main market in the Margao city. Now why would you go to a market is because when you go to a market, you really understand the culture of a place. So like go around the market, you can buy a few items here and there. You will be able to see a lot of amazing things. You will see unique items which are not really available in markets in other states of India. So you'll really enjoy it, and you can try a lot of sweets, Goan sweets. We have a lot of famous things in the market, which is like Goan vinegars and things. You will get a lot of Goan gifting options, and South Goa has a lot of these authentic things which is very true to the Goan culture. So the first few hours you want to spend around, walk around, talk to people if you get a chance, make a few Goan friends. It's always nice to mingle with the locals because you will actually get an authentic experience. Now, after that, we want to go for lunch. Now, for lunch option, you can ask, as I said, you mix with the locals. You can ask a local to advise you where to eat in South Goa. Now, this is if you want to try out a local fish thali, you want to try a local veg thali or something like that, you can do that. Or if not, let's skip to my plan. Now, my plan, you would go to a place called Kota Cucina, which is a local Goan restaurant. They serve some amazing, delicious seafood at very affordable prices. So it's really, I've done a video on that place also. It's amazing. This is not a sponsored video. It's just that they do a really good job. Now, there are many other famous restaurants in South Goa which you can go to in that area, which is Martin's Corner. There is Zebop, which is in Utorda Beach. There is Martin's Place, which is another place which you can check out. So these are some of the main places that you can check out for lunch. Now, after we are done with lunch, we can start off our tour plan. Now, what we want to do is we want to check out a lot of these beaches. Now, for me, I personally recommend the first one to try out is Utorda Beach. Now, Utorda Beach does not have a lot of people, but it is a very, very beautiful beach. You will find like some beautiful white sand, and I definitely think it's one of the cleanest beaches in South Goa and one of the cleanest beaches in Goa. After going to Utorda Beach, you can go to the next beach. Now, why we are going to all the beaches is because you're going to see a different vibe at every single beach. Will be completely different. The sand will be different. The area and surrounding will be different. The trees will be different. So you can click some amazing pictures, and you will really get to experience the best of South Goa. So after Utorda, you want to go into the next beach which is close by, that is Betalbatim Beach. Okay, now you can go to Betalbatim Beach. Then the next one after that is you can go to Majorda Beach. Now Majorda Beach is also a very beautiful beach which has beautiful white sand. Then after Majorda Beach, we will go to Kolva Beach. Now Kolva Beach is a very popular place. Now you want to spend quite a lot of time in Kolva Beach because this is a very famous tourist attraction place. So if you want to do water sports, you want to go to a shack, or you want to go to some restaurants, cafes, there's a lot of these options in Kolva, and you can sit there, chill out for some time, and have a good time. Spend a good portion of the time there. In the evening, we want to shift to another place though. Now, in the evening, we want to go to Benaulim Beach. Now, Benaulim Beach is a very beautiful place. In Benaulim Beach, you have many shack options, restaurant options, which you can relax in the evening. Benaulim Beach, you also get a beautiful view of the sunset, and it's a beautiful, quaint fishing village. Okay, so it's an amazing place, and definitely recommend to go there in the evening. If you want to go to a restaurant with some live music, there is Goodfellas, which is there. If you want to go to like a more chilled vibe, you want a little party place, then there is the Southern Deck, which is a popular place. Then there's a Tiger Shack, which is available there. There is Blue Corner, which is a nice restaurant on the beach. Okay, if you go to the next area, which is the main Benaulim Beach area, there are famous restaurants there like Pedro's Shack, it's a restaurant basically. Pedro's restaurant, there's Raphael's, there's John C's. If you want to go to a beach shack which is on the beach, there is Jocon's beach shack, which is a very popular one. So this is for day one. We want to have a relaxed day. On the first day, we don't want to do too much. We just want to see a few beaches. If you have the spare time in the day and you want to check out another beach in that area, I would definitely recommend to check out another beach which is called Varka. Now Varka also is a very beautiful place because there's a lot of upmarket people that go there. So in the sense, it's where all the major 5-star hotels, Cavalossim and Varka is where all the major 5-star hotels and really good hotels are in. So this is also another area. Of course, it's a little more expensive in this area. So if you want to go there also, definitely check it out. Things to know is that food prices in South Goa are much cheaper than North Goa. Whereas North Goa, most of the restaurants will be starting from like 300, 350, whereas in South Goa it starts from around 200 rupees for a dish. So it's much better for food options in South Goa. So that is the itinerary for day 1, guys. Now we want to go on to next day, which is day 2. Now day 2 is more about beauty. Now we are going to see a lot of places in day 2, and we are really going to enjoy day 2. Now day 2, the first place that we are going to go to is the Holy Cross. Now Holy Cross is a place very close to the Betul viewpoint. Now there are two places which you can do. You can either do one or the other, which is the Betul viewpoint, or you can do the Holy Cross. Now Holy Cross is a very beautiful place, as I'm showing you here. Now you can choose either one. They might be a little difficult to get to for the last 500 meters to 1 kilometer. I mean, the roads are not so good there, but definitely trust me, it is worth it because the view is amazing. And these are places that are not really frequently visited by tourists, so I would really recommend. Things to know, guys, is please do not take your trash anywhere into these places. Do not take plastic bottles. Don't throw plastic anywhere. Don't throw chips packets anywhere. Always carry your trash back with you. Keep Goa as clean and beautiful as it is when you came in. So make sure to make Goa clean and beautiful place, guys. Okay, so once we go and see these two places, you can choose whichever one you want. The next place which we can go to is, we are going to go to the Cabo de Rama viewpoint. Now Cabo de Rama viewpoint, you want to spend quite a lot of time here because you can click some beautiful pictures. You will also see one area of Cabo de Rama which has this it looks like a lady is lying down, and it makes a really good picture. So if you get a chance, click a picture with that. Cabo de Rama, you will spend about an hour or two there, because also next to the Cabo de Rama viewpoint, you will go and visit the Cabo de Rama fort. Now Cabo de Rama fort is an amazing place again for pictures. It's one of the best tourist destinations in my opinion to South Goa, so you don't want to miss the fort. Now we are trying to do quite a lot in this day, so what we want to do is, once you finish the fort, I would recommend you leave a little early, so around 1 o'clock, and there are lots of restaurants around there. So in that area there are a lot of small restaurants. So these are like these homes where people cook the local food, like you'll get a local thali or local food. There are no fancy restaurants in that area. Of course, there is one in Cabo de Rama, which is at the Cabo de Rama viewpoint. You will have a fancy restaurant there, which is called the Cape Goa. You can eat there if you want a more luxury experience, but I would recommend to have a authentic experience by having the local food. After that, we can try out a place called Kakulem Beach. Now Kakulem Beach is not for somebody who is not fit, because you have to walk quite a bit, but the scenes at Kakulem Beach are extraordinary. This is one of the only beaches in Goa that has waterfalls on the beaches. Now if you are going to go, it's a trek basically, and you'll have all these waterfalls on the way, and it's so beautiful, amazing. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes walk to the beach. It's a steep slope down, and it's a tiring way coming up, but it is amazing, trust me. One of the best places you will ever see in your life is at Kakulem Beach, because there's waterfalls on the beach, and there's a major big waterfall as well. So up to the month of November, the waterfall is still active. After that, it starts drying out. So I would recommend to definitely check that place out. Or you can do Kola Beach. Now Kola Beach is much easier. If you get a chance to do both on the same day, definitely try it out. Kola Beach is an amazing place. Now Kola Beach has this beautiful lagoon where you can do kayaking if you like. So if you finish Kakulem Beach early, and you finish it, then I would recommend to go to Kola Beach next and spend the rest of the evening at Kola Beach. Now, Kola Beach has a few shacks on it. There are a few restaurants as well. The road to Kola Beach is also quite tough, but especially in October month, later on they fix the road, so it becomes quite easy to go. Kola Beach is very beautiful. You got the lagoon. The beach is nice. They have this like brownish golden sand, which is very interesting, and it's a thicker grain of sand compared to most of the beaches in South Goa, because most of the beaches have the very soft powdery sand. So Kola Beach makes unique photos. So if you want Instagram photos, then Kola Beach is a really nice place to check out. Now, once we are done with day 3, we don't want to do more on day 3. I would recommend just relax, spend a lot of time at the beach in the evening. Then what we want to do is we are going to go on to day 3. Now in day 3, we are going to visit some of the most beautiful places in South Goa. Now we want to start off our morning with Agonda Beach. Now Agonda Beach is a very beautiful place, of course. You can get, kayak in the morning, so you can go for kayaking in the morning there. You can walk on the beach, have a beautiful breakfast, because they have some beautiful restaurants on the beach. You can go to any of these restaurants and have a nice chilled out day. See, third day we don't want to do too much. We want to visit about 3 to 4 places and be very relaxed. So on day 3, what we are going to do is, after visiting Agonda Beach, if you want to do kayaking, I would recommend kayaking. It's very beautiful there in the morning especially. So from around 8 to 9 o'clock kayaking, it's cost you 200 rupees per person for kayaks. All the prices of kayaks are the same in Goa. It's 200 rupees per person. Take the kayak and go out. You'll see these beautiful rock formations. It's an amazing place to check out. Then after that, what we want to do is we want to head to Palolem Beach. Now in Palolem Beach, we are going to go to the boatings. Now what we want to do is, why we are going to the boating is, you want to get a boating tour. Now if you don't want to do the boating tour, I will explain in the next part. Now if you go to the boating costs about 700 to 750 per person. For the boating, they take you to the Butterfly Beach. They take you to see dolphins. They take you to see a lot of these rock formations. They'll probably even take you to see one of the caves which is there in the area. So it's a really nice experience. They allow you to go to Butterfly Beach for some time, click some photos. It's about an hour or so trip, or a little longer than that, and it's beautiful experience. So that is one option. If you're going with the boating starts from the month of October, and the 1st of October onwards the boating should be open and you can enjoy this experience. Now once you finish the boating, you come back, you can relax and have a nice time on Palolem Beach. Now if we will do another option, this is if you're not going to do the boating, then what to do on Palolem Beach. Now Palolem Beach, there are 2 ends of the beach. Now when you enter the beach, if you look to the right, which you're going to the right, is a place which is called the Shark Rock. So there's a picture like a rock which looks like a shark, and they've painted the teeth and everything, and it looks like a shark. So you can see the picture here. So that is one of the places to visit, which is the Shark Rock on the right hand side of the beach. When you're entering the beach, if you go to the left hand side of the beach, you have extreme left is a beautiful place with a lot of these beautiful rocks, and you can click some amazing pictures here. So you can do these even after coming back from the boat trip. So you can do either option. You can come back and enjoy this. Now then what we can do is, after finishing your viewing everything, there's a beautiful restaurant in the Palolem Beach which is called the Art Resort. Now Art Resort is, if you want to spend the whole evening also, and Art Resort is really great place, because in the evenings they have live music, and it's probably the most happening place on the Palolem Beach. Of course, there are lots of other cafes, restaurants and bars there, but Art Resort always happens to seem the most happening one. So it's really nice. I definitely recommend it. Art Resort. And also if you want to go to another place which has a beautiful sundowner, which is, you can choose either one. You can go to another place which is Patnam, which is about 10 minutes walk away from Palolem Beach, or about 5 minutes ride by bike or car. Patnam Beach is very popular among foreigners, so you'll be surprised if you go there. It is a lot of foreigners that are there on the Patnam Beach. I would really recommend it because it's very beautiful. There is another place over there called I forgot the name. I'll just put it here. So if they also have a few parties here and there, and Patnam Beach is also nice. You can either spend the evening in Patnam or you can spend it in Palolem. But if you want a better sunset view, I would recommend Palolem Beach, because Patnam gets only half of the sunset, whereas Palolem gets like the full sunset. Okay, so now this is day 3, guys. Now there are other options that you can do and in the day, which is going to a place called Galgi Bagh. Now Galgi Bagh is also a very beautiful place in South Goa. It's a little further from Kankon or Palolem, and Galgi Bagh beach is beautiful. There's a beautiful restaurant there called Surya. If you want to try some fresh seafood, then you'll really enjoy that place. Also other options in South Goa. Now we're finished with day 3. I'm just going to tell you some other pubs and cafes kind of things where you can relax in South Goa. So now there is a famous place called Tesoro, which is in South Goa. This is a famous pub. Of course, it's quite upmarket. You have all the fancy cocktails and stuff like that, which is made in there. Then there is another place which is called Tropica. So South Goa does not have much party scenes, but these are the major ones. So these are mostly pubs. Okay, so the pricing range is about 300 or around that much, and of course beers and stuff should be the standard rates, about 200, 150 or a little more here and there. So Tropica is one of the options. Tesoro is the other option. There's another one called the Den, which is a brand new one called the Den. There is another option which is on Uttarda beach, which is called Jamming Goat. Now Jamming Goat is a very beautiful place for a sundowner. If you want to enjoy, your cocktails, have some amazing gourmet kind of food and enjoy something which is very unique, then Jamming Goat is a beautiful place to check out. Other places which are famous in there for food in South Goa is in Kolva. There is a place called Mickey's. Also there is a famous restaurant called Fisherman's Wharf. This is right across the river, so you can see the whole river while eating. That's a nice restaurant to check out as well. And there are many other places in South Goa that you can explore, of course, and of course I will recommend you to get lost here and there, but these were some of the major places that you can visit. Of course you can mix and match accordingly. You can stay in Palolem and do the trip in reverse. Accordingly you can choose whatever you would like to do, but these are some of the places that I would recommend to visit. So anyway guys, thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I will be bringing you lots of other videos from here in Goa.